Joystick Show, our third Halloween special.
That's wild.
Wow, really?
Right?
Third Halloween special.
Number 3, guys.
Yeah.
And this is probably the spookiest it's ever been.
Honestly.
I can't even see Dylan in front of my face.
The sets got better and the costumes got worse.
Yeah. I don't know how that happened.
I'm finally the one that's not the only one in costume now.
Yeah.
The first one.
I was fucking a banana.
I was a hot woman.
Yeah, Dylan was a hot piece of ass. I'll tell you that much. Fucking before we get into a bunch of the fun Halloween spiel that we have ready for you guys, it'd be cool if you guys could do this episode of the Joystick Show, our third Halloween special. Ooh, like I don't know, something about that after you said it, I was like, damn, 3 of these. Yeah, it's wild. Halloween doesn't come every fucking month. And it'd also be helpful if you could subscribe to Team Joystick. Helps the boys a lot. And we got lots of spooky content, you know?
Yeah. Very, very important.
I'm not going to lie. I'm going to take something off. So, now that the mystique of our amazing costumes is over, I'll at least take the wizard hat off.
Yeah,
I'll have to take off one article of clothing every segment.
I guarantee you this afro will be off before the end of the podcast, but not before the end of the podcast. You know what I mean? Like, I'll throw it on for some
looks great. You look very Latina.
I feel it's great. We're the Afro side of the table.
Yeah, you guys are looking wild.
Usually that's the Afro side of the table, but
me.
You know what I just realized is also really fucking stupid about this? I got a haircut yesterday for the podcast.
Bobby was looking fresh for the first time in a while.
I was like, man, I need to cut
clean. Now you look like Corbin Blue, bro.
I feel like Chase from fucking Zoe 101. I feel like Corbin Blue's a better one, though. It's like brown,
Yeah, it has some white in it, though, so you're like, I don't know.
Tina Turner?
You're Corbin Blue, but female Frankenstein.
You're the professor that gave me a bad grade.
Speaking of Frankenstein, we've got our deflated friend hanging out with us back here.
He looks sad.
We got another inflatable friend back there. So it's technically a 6-man podcast.
And we got an inflatable friend in his room, but he doesn't show us that one.
Oh, damn.
I like that one.
That was very nice.
We had a smoke machine running, so I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I did not expect it to be as dense as it was when we first came down.
See us?
My eyes hurt.
Can you guys see us?
Like now it's better. I'm sure it's harder to see this side than that side, but like we legit couldn't see each other in this basement.
Right, I thought it was gonna
be like this camera.
I thought it was gonna be like Fear.
Well, the thing with Fear is that we ran the smoke machine through dry ice, which kept it low to the floor. Because normally when the smoke comes out of the machine, it's hot and it rises, but the dry ice keeps it, like that dense leveled fog on it. So you could technically get the same effect, not necessarily with dry ice. You could use like a lot of just regular ice. So I might do that sometime in the future, but that's why it rose up to the. And what's funny is Joey bought this fog juice. I told him to get the low lying fog juice. So imagine if we got just like the regular one.
It'd be fucking.
We'd just be everywhere. We'd be like, it'd just be a fucking landmine. We'd be walking into light stands and fucking be nuts.
It already was like this. It was kind of hazy. Like I was like, I can't see anything.
Yeah, it's actually clearing up.
So I mean, we've got a lot of fun stuff planned for ye old holiday special, but I kind of want to swing it to Joey because Joey, our resident CHO, the Chief Halloween Officer of Team Joystick.
Honestly,
not only did Joey come up with something fun for this podcast, a big shout out to Joey for just coming up with a lot of fun stuff that we did this month in general. So thank you, Joey.
Thanks.
Shout out to our resident CHO.
Thank you.
What you got for us, Wayne's World?
I gotta take this off. So sorry if I'm ugly. Ready?
How great would it be if, unbeknownst to us, Joey had a second mask under that mask?
It looks so funny with the hair.
Also, are those your bangs or the Wigs bangs?
I'm not telling.
I can't tell.
It's my secret.
I can't tell if this is a look or not.
It does. Joey's been flipping his hair, and I'm like, ooh,
right?
It fits.
If Joey was still clean shaven from the Ash fucking cosplay, this would be like, oh my god, he'd be a fucking ladies man.
There'd be some flirting going on in the Joystick side.
Oh god. All right, so anyways, I've been going around all the McDonald's lately because just like yesterday or 2 days ago, they released the Halloween pails. So I found only 2 out of the 3. So here's the ghost and the witch. But anyways, I'm done flexing. The segment I found online, to be honest.
Yeah, that's fine.
But it's a charades game based off of famous horror characters or famous like people that are generally spooky.
Got it.
Oh, damn.
So it's a charades game. It could end up... I didn't see all of them. I asked Tatiana to cut these out for me. So some of them you'll look at and you'll be like, how the hell do I say this without words? So if it comes to that case, or you can even just be like, I've done this or something like that.
You can still try.
All right, yeah,
Or
we're comedians. We'll figure it out.
Yeah.
All right, so I think these are all already shuffled.
All 100K pyramid, if anything. I'll be like, boat?
Sounds like...
All right, so charades, that means it's just acting, right?
So
Kinda.
no score to this. It sounds like a fun kind of thing for us. But another thing I was gonna say is we need a name for this. Fuck.
Boo said it.
Working title, unless I come up with something funny.
Yeah.
So how,
It's just the voiceover.
So how does this work? Just one of us grabs it and then we just try to explain it to the rest?
I can start it off.
Yeah, I was about to
just-
say, would you like to start since you're kind of like the horror guy?
The hoop to do.
The hoop to do.
Speaking of this, I don't know who the hell this guy is.
Who is it? Can we see?
Yeah, we should just keep grabbing.
His name is Fox Mulder.
Oh, good old Fox Mulder.
Oh, Mulder.
Come on,
Maldito.
Fox Mulder.
Who the hell's that? I don't know who that is.
What does the fox say, bro?
Oh, okay. So here's what I can do. Ready?
Scream.
He got it. It was Ghostface,
Dude,
but most
how-
people would know him
How
as.
do you not know
Yeah.
Fox Mulder from the hit show The X-Files? Come on.
I have a feeling we should go Dylan next.
Here, Dylan.
Yeah.
Our court jester. Boo said it, bro.
Boo said it.
You're biting your hand. He's
You're-
swinging something.
You're a baseball.
He's a baseball eater. He's getting
Zombie?
eaten by the neck, beating zombies, shooting zombies.
Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
I don't know. I don't.
Yeah.
You got it.
This is going swimmingly
You got
well.
it. I didn't.
Go.
Like I was like I
Your
felt like I
turn.
could do it.
This is going fantastic, by the way.
You're welcome.
All right.
We should all four of us should go at once.
All right, you ready? This is gonna be really difficult. Ready?
Yeah.
Meow. I'm the color black, and I'm from a town in Massachusetts with a bunch of witches.
Salem cat.
Salem the Black Cat. Dylan got it.
Oh,
Yeah.
hey.
Why didn't you meow, bro? You could have.
I was legit thinking Thackeray Binks from Hocus Pocus. Salem,
You
Black
couldn't do a
Cat.
sexy
So if
catwalk.
you would have said Salem the Black Cat, you would have gotten it. Should I just kept meowing? Is
He
that what
said
it
he
is?
should've,
said,
maybe.
he said spooky town in Massachusetts. That's how I got it.
Massachusetts.
Massachusetts, yeah, bro.
What's
How much
that?
do shoe shits weigh?
Okay.
You got it?
I don't think I can act this one
Yeah,
out.
you can.
It just says the woman in black.
Oh, yeah, you know her.
All right, just go get a dress. Make sure it's black.
Make it
So
black.
Can we get-
Be like, I'm a woman. And
I'm laughing too hard. I'm getting like the smoke in my
Alright, what
lungs.
we got
bro.
here?
You're used to it.
This one just says carry on it.
You don't know
Yeah, you
Carrie?
don't know Carrie?
Oh, you know Carrie?
I don't know if you
No.
guys know this, but Jerry doesn't know a lot about movies.
Yeah, weird.
Who's Carrie?
Carrie's the girl that went to prom and then they dumped pig's blood on her.
Stephen King.
Yeah, and then she ended up having powers. And,
And then
was
she
like,
used her
"Fuck you
telekinesis and
guys."
like killed everyone in her senior year prom.
They recently remade it. It's a Stephen King novel.
I'm not familiar with that one.
What's this
I'm
one?
not familiar with
I'll try. Let me see if I'm familiar with it. Oh, okay.
Okay, he's a scarecrow. Or nope, he's Jesus Christ. Yep, he's Jesus Christ.
Guy from Evil Dead. I don't know.
No.
Fucking what the fuck are you doing, dude?
Oh,
Oh, The Shining, the twins from
Yep,
The Shining.
the twins.
Oh,
Yeah, thank you.
okay.
That's a lot harder when
You
it's
need to
one
use
of
me.
you.
Yeah, word. I needed someone to do that. Your turn, Dylan.
How would I don't know. I'm not.
You know, just pretend what you think it is.
No, I know. I've seen the movie, but I'm not.
You're gonna act it out. You don't have to say anything. You gotta act it out. It's not like I'm going to say this famous line.
Okay. He's on
Okay.
you're on a zip line. Nope. He's
Grim
chopping
Reaper.
down a tree.
A woodsman.
He's
Grim
taking the
Reaper.
zip line to the
Alright,
tree he's about to
alright,
cut
He's
down.
coming for ya.
So this is a horror person. Okay,
Got it,
they're
got
not
it.
in any movie.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
They are in season 1 of Family Guy.
The
Grim Reaper?
Didn't he say
Yeah,
that?
he said that
He said it like,
times.
like madly. That's like the first thing he gets.
I didn't hear that. You gotta be louder, Jerry.
Yeah, put his
Jerry
mic
wins.
louder.
Turn me
Huh.
up.
All right. Well, I feel like this should be pretty standard.
I
Ready?
didn't win any of
Ready?
those.
These are
Um,
wasted.
This guy doesn't talk. Like what the fuck? He's just
Yeah.
kind of.
So
like,
you gotta act it out then.
He's just kind of like stab.
Jason.
Ooh, no, the other one.
Michael Myers?
There, he got it. See?
The other
What the
one.
fuck am I supposed to do? I should have just done an Austin Powers impression. That's really what I should.
Wow.
Jamie Lee
too
Curtis
late.
fares me.
Yeah, baby. What the fuck accent was this?
Alright, hold on.
You said the thing. You said the right line
I
from the
did, I
movie.
did.
Ooh.
Ghost.
It's a poltergeist.
It's a synonym. It's the same shit.
I like how Jerry went, ooh.
I fucking love you, Jerry, so much. Holy shit.
Okay,
They're kind of see-through if anyone wants to cheat.
damn it. Okay. Okay. It goes. Ooh.
Is it ghost?
The word ghost is in it.
Ghost.
Ooh.
Ghost shake.
Ghost handshake.
Ghost job.
Ghost friend.
Ghost deal.
Ghost friend.
love.
Casper.
Yeah.
That's friendship is not romance, Joseph.
I don't know. It's just like of a heart or like of your
Shit
friend.
ass ghost.
Chest ghost.
He did.
What is that? Come on.
What is it?
Wait, what is it?
So I'm named after a food, guys.
What? Yo, what the fuck?
um,
Look who he is, dude. He's Frankenfurter, bro.
Frankenfurter.
You think Dylan's crying laughing over there?
This joke is dumb. Dylan would laugh at a joke like that this hard.
it's not even furter.
Where the fuck is that from?
Can we look it up?
Maybe it's that guy in
It's
the
a
amusement
name,
park
bro.
that he's like squeezing the ketchup and mustard on
Oh,
himself.
that's his name. It's the name of the guy from fucking Rocky Horror Picture Show.
Oh.
His name is
Oh.
Frankenfurter.
Oh, like a hot dog.
You should have just been like, oh.
You should have
And
just been
everybody
like,
would
That was
know.
him.
women love this.
Yeah.
movie.
Oh, look at me.
Let's do
Just
the
end
time
every
warp.
sentence with that.
Let's do the time warp.
What's the name of that guy again? Fucking, he's like a super legendary actor.
Desmond Tutu.
That's not
Yeah.
Desmond Tutu. Shit, now
Morgan
it's gonna be
Freeman.
Jeremy Lin.
Oh, is it my turn? Maybe I'll get Frankenfurter.
Is it another silent person?
This is kind of funny.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, check it out. If anybody's gonna get it, Joey's gonna get it. All right. Ready?
Frankenfurter
You ready?
Jr.
Yeah.
Ready.
Oh, the lady from the movie.
The Grudge.
Yeah.
No, the
From the TV.
the
TV.
cousin It.
There you go.
Oh shit! I did. Yeah.
It's the fucking walking ball of hair.
It's
There you
Snoop Dogg.
go. This is funny because I kind of look like Cousin It.
Where I said that when you were walking down the stairs.
What do we got? Oh, I don't know how I'm gonna do this with this hair.
You gotta try.
Wait.
That's a hint.
Pennywise.
Pennywise.
I don't know how she behaves, but I know this
She.
character.
Okay.
Grudge
Yeah.
Girl?
Nah, more boring.
More boring. Okay.
The Ring Girl.
Mm.
Ring Girl. La Llorona.
It's a bunch of them.
It's a bunch of them.
Yes, she's
Oh.
a family. Yeah, the family.
That fucked with us.
Black and white.
Adam's Family?
Yeah, which one?
Wednesday.
Yeah.
Yo.
That's crazy. Two Addams Family characters back.
I
to
wish I
back.
got that. I
Word.
would have been like,
Maybe this isn't shuffled.
You're gonna get Gomez.
Oh, okay.
Is it Gomez?
It's Gomez.
Hey, look, I'm in the Addams Family.
All right, mine is I don't know if you guys will get it, but I'll try. This is the most iconic line that this character says.
Boy George from Comic Chameleon.
Yeah. What else? I'm beautiful. I'm beautiful again.
This is a horror character?
It's a scary character. Not scary. Disney Channel scary.
What the fuck are we even talking about?
Like, what?
Oh my god.
Halloween Town.
Close.
Joey, I'm
Keep
not
going.
Hocus Pocus.
Yep.
One
You've
of the
never seen
Sanderson
it?
sisters?
It's yeah. It's one of the Sanders sisters, but Hocus Pocus.
My
you
girlfriend's
get
gonna
it.
flip out. She'd be like,
Can
Joey,
you
it's
do-
perfect.
Can you do the impression again? For
No.
Oh,
you can rewind it if you want to watch the
Here's the
impression,
impression again.
Fuck you.
Bobby made a whole song where he made like,
You put like dubstep behind it.
Let's do another round.
Yeah, there's a lot of these. What the fuck?
I don't want to do any of these, bro.
They're all
What
like
are
hot.
they?
They're all hot dog related Halloween names.
They're all like women.
It's like Wiener the Witch.
And what's wrong with women?
I can't. I'm not that good of an actor.
You're not like She-Hulk?
No.
Get ready for that. I swear, if you put that with the pile, I'm gonna jump across the table and throat you.
I know them.
Who are they?
Who they?
I don't think any of you are gonna know them.
Who
It's
they?
Ed and Lorraine Warren. They're the family from
Beetlejuice? No, wait, don't tell me. I know these names. Ed and Lorraine. I know these names.
There was a crooked man and he walked a crooked mile.
Yeah, that didn't help at all.
Dun, 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 dun. No, you're not gonna know the song.
Just tell me what it is.
It's Conjuring.
Okay.
Oh, I don't know that shit. I'm sorry, guys.
Come on, let's go. There's one in there. You're gonna fucking know. It's gonna be the court jester, and you're gonna be perfectly dressed for it.
I saw it. I was just eager to come on, Jimmy, you know this
Jamaican
one.
court jester.
So I know what it is. You guys gotta go for it.
Dylan.
Dylan, I know what it is, so now I can give you a hint.
I'm thinking of how to do this. I was gonna.
There's so many things you could do. That's a hint.
He's scratching his back.
Yeah.
The itchy monster.
Are you serious?
No. What the fuck is the scene, bro? I'm thinking.
Bro, just do the mouth. Do the smile.
Is that it?
Do the smile.
What's this? Is it that? Is it like a big smile?
Yeah, he does something with his...
The joystick
Oh,
show,
yeah.
guys. It's great content here.
Yeah. What the fuck is the it floats line?
Is it? It's it. It's the fucking
it's,
kid.
It's Pennywise.
Fuck you. Moving on. Jesus Christ.
We could have done the teeth, though.
All right, you ready? Here we go. I'm a witch, but I also like to text a lot about boys.
Sabrina.
You got it. See,
Hey,
the
look
teenage
at that.
witch.
You got it.
Not too fucking
Yeah.
shabby. Way better than whatever the fuck Dylan just
It
did.
sucks.
Oh, it's upside down. Oh. Fucking.
You got it, Jerry.
Damn, you're gonna be mad that I can't do an impression of this guy.
If Jerry does this, I'm gonna punch it to you in the face, Dylan.
Okay.
This is like everyone's favorite Halloween character. Just guess.
Freddy Krueger.
No.
Jason Voorhees.
No, more cartoony.
Jigsaw.
Pumpkin guy.
Jigsaw.
Cartoon.
Casper.
cartoony
We said that
Casper.
already.
Everyone's favorite cartoon
Frankenstein,
Halloween character.
Dracula, the Mummy.
No, your
Charlie
favorite.
Brown?
No.
Your favorite?
Maybe it's
Yeah.
just your favorite.
No,
Jerry.
no.
Maybe it's...
He's not my favorite.
Carrie's
He's
like,
everyone else's
everyone
favorite.
loves
Damn.
And then you're gonna be mad that you didn't guess him.
Fucking
Mickey.
This guy from Nightmare Before Christmas?
Jack Skellington.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, now you have
I
to-
said this
got
guy.
it.
I said
now
this
you
guy. I don't
have
get
to
it.
do the impression. Just think back to a cutscene with him and Sora in Kingdom Hearts or something.
Do it. Do a cutscene.
I
in Kingdom
don't remember
Hearts.
even what he sounds
All right.
like.
This is okay. This podcast is not going to continue, Jerry, until
What-
you look
does he sound like-
you look into that camera and say the words "Sandy Claus" as best as you can in whatever you think Jack sounds like.
Sandy Claus.
That's a 6 out of 10.
That's pretty
That's
good.
a 6 out of 10.
That's pretty good.
I'm
Not
so
bad.
happy. he
Not
did
bad.
it.
Thank you for that one.
He sounds like. I feel like he sounds like how a Halloween skeleton sounds like, right?
It's like
kinda like-
Exactly what Halloween.
Right,
Yeah,
like
he's
kind of like that.
He's like Sally.
Ooh.
Yeah, like everything's like stretched out, like
Everything's
back of the
stretched
throat.
out like a ghost. Ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I went to this door in the forest and stuck my dick in.
What?
That's the
the classic come down clip.
the great.
You've got to check it out.
I'm going to the bodega. Okay.
Oh, the fucking I don't
Master
know.
Hand.
Yeah, it's the master hand.
It's from Addams Family,
Bitch.
right? It's from Addams Family.
No.
Oh, it's
Crazy
Bitch.
Hand.
The fuck? You saying bitch a lot?
Yeah, bitch.
Is it Freddy Krueger?
Yeah.
Is it fucking this guy for Rick and Morty? What the fuck is this?
Scary Terry.
Terry.
Bitch.
Incredible.
Yeah. I don't know if you want to stop it here because oh no, it's actually
Alright,
almost
I'll go.
done. If you want to end it,
Okay, I can actually do this one, I think.
do it.
Okay.
That's the one you think you can do?
I'm black.
On Black Candyman?
Yes.
I needed the I'm black to really get it. To really grasp what the fuck Dylan was doing. He was like, I'm black.
Oh! I was doing like a hook.
Oh shit.
How do you do a hook with your hand? That's hard.
Okay,
like that.
I could actually kind of like do a little impression of this.
Okay, it's Christopher Walken.
You know, I'm a bad guy.
I'm
fucking, all right, here we go. Ready? And again, if this impression is bad, go fuck yourself.
No, they're all
We're
good.
not impressionists.
We're all
here.
good.
He's kind of like, hey, what the fuck, man? You know, you got any knives around here? I'm gonna go stab your fucking family while you're asleep.
Chucky?
Yeah, you got it.
I was about to say Chucky.
That's pretty good. That's not bad.
A little wise.
The
guy.
mannerisms are there.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah.
What do we got here?
I just made him sound like he was selling me a car. You know what I mean?
He feels like that vibe.
Does anyone know Peter Venkman?
Yes. Why do I know that?
That name sounds super.
Oh, he's from Ghostbusters.
Ghostbuster.
No, now you have to do the impression.
Oh!
Is that Dracula?
Yeah.
Can you do the I want to suck?
I'm mad Jerry could have done the same impression for Jack Skellington.
Johnny.
Everyone, Halloween is fucking.
Oh, it's my turn.
Last one, maybe.
Oh,
I got
okay.
two more. Fucking. The fuck? What?
He is a mummy.
Oh, that's good. Yeah, it's Mummy.
Straight.
The Mummy.
Is that supposed to be a straight jacket?
Oh, he's eating.
He's a
Oh,
zombie.
Hannibal Lecter.
Got it.
Ah.
I got hair in my mouth, but
See,
I
that's
love
one
it.
you could actually do an impression for. You just gotta do like the
Yeah.
fava beans and a nice count. You know, Clarice.
Hello.
See, I would have known it exactly.
Yay.
I'm inflatable inside.
There's a Frankenstein.
Is it a lamp? Is it a lamp?
Yes.
Oh,
The
okay.
lamp.
I'm glad we got that. All right, last one. I hope it's like actually a good last one, and it isn't like
Someone we don't
Jim
know.
Robinson.
Go. It's good. It's not. What is it?
The fucking title card to the game. Halloween. Who am I? I guess we found the segment name.
That's perfect.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try to do an impression. Okay.
That worked out perfectly.
Halloween. Who am I? 30 characters to guess. You know. Who the fuck is it?
Incredible.
Thanks for joining along for Boo Said It.
Yeah, that was
Is that
fun.
what we're going with?
Yep. The craze of a nation. Delete it onto it.
You and your friends can
Buy it on the
Frank and Twitter
joystick.
together.
Buy it on the joystick website.
Oh, we can make a way better game. Easily. Me and Bobby's trivia game. It's coming out next year.
We come on. We've been fucking trying to get this thing going for literally 5 months now. Like it's
Yeah.
in the works. We're gonna do something.
Yeah.
All right, hold on. I'm bringing up something that I wanted to talk about. Just making sure I have it here.
Okay.
Very good.
In the meantime, anyone do any fall shit?
Nope.
We're
not doing. I have something prepped, Dylan. What the fuck? But yes, go ahead.
Never mind. I don't like you yelling at me.
I yelled at Dylan.
It felt like all of us because we're all sitting at the table. Okay, anyways. I went pumpkin picking.
Nice, me too.
That was cute. Pumpkin picking is always a vibe. There's a lot of people.
Oh, hell yeah.
Like, oh my gosh.
There was like, I had a 20-minute line to get in. Like,
Is
the
that where you
park-
got that shirt?
No, I got this at Spirit Halloween.
Pumpkin.
But you know, there was always people like putting babies near pumpkins and being like, "Look, it's like to hold it," and they're just kind of like.
But you went to like a fucking like a pumpkin experience. Like you went to like a whole art display for like
That was at night, yeah.
Yeah.
That was at night. It was that's where this hat came from. It's Blaze, Long Island, New York.
You didn't go to a pumpkin patch. You went to like a pumpkin show.
Disco.
That was a show, yeah. It was it's a pumpkin, a whole jack-o'-lantern art show. The experience lasts about maybe like 40 minutes, 50 minutes. And you walk through this art show, this like art gallery of just pumpkins, and it's just really pretty. It's a vibe.
The Zodiac ones were dope that they had them for like.
Yeah, those are cool. Those were really
also
cool.
the spider one was sick. It's like I just to feel the.
Did you see
spider
the Headless
pumpkins.
Horseman one?
I don't think I did.
It's a video, but if you didn't see it, watch it. That's my favorite.
No,
one.
that shit was sick. Like they were like I can only imagine like because the thing is you take all those pictures at like night and they're all backlit, so you see the art. But then, like, you don't exactly see the pumpkins.
Mhm.
But you can imagine, like, the hundreds of fucking pumpkins that some of these, like, things take.
Word.
It's just funny that you can't see them because it's so dark. You just kind of see the light, and you're like, nah, that's like 200 pumpkins.
There was a guy that they did a pumpkin that was, like, on fire. They had, like, a bunch of melting pumpkins, like a giant gourd. And then another pumpkin that was a fireman spraying water. And the water was, like, LED lights that were on cue. And they went... And it like lowered the lights. Like they made a whole show out of it.
Oh damn, that's kind of.
I was like, that's fire. We made a carousel out of pumpkins.
Really?
And
Like
it's
a
spun.
working carousel?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Wow.
I said that sarcastically.
No, it's
Bro,
spun and
who's
everything.
gonna eat all those pumpkins though?
Not me.
What I was low key thinking is like how like long do those stay good? Right? Do they have to like replace pumpkins?
I
throughout the
carved a
season?
pumpkin that day, and then in just 3 days, it started stinking up my house.
Yeah, you see, like, well, I know most of it is outside, so that's probably less of a thing. Or maybe there's something
True.
they do to the pumpkin, maybe to preserve
They
it.
probably
a
like
little
soak
bit.
it in something.
Yeah, maybe a little like
Paint it.
hairspray, right?
Maybe that. I don't know. That's what I'm
How
thinking.
does that work?
Yeah.
Elmer's glue.
Glue.
You were gonna say when you were looking up something?
Oh yeah, I did have something prepped. I have the top trick or treat candy for every single state in the United States,
Ooh.
and I thought we could go down them and kind of see what we feel about some of the country's popular trick or treat candies.
Okay.
Now, to be fair, it would have been a lot helpful if it was in list format, but of course, nothing can be that easy. So instead, there's a map.
Ooh, so we get to decipher it now.
Nice.
Yo.
Data.
Oh wait, no,
data.
there's an interactive map that doesn't work. Oh, that's even better. I love things that don't work.
Nice.
Oh no, here we go. It works. All right, so it's actually interactive. This is fun.
Oh, yeah, pull it up.
Let's go.
There we go.
We're learning.
Data.
All right, we got a little thing going here. Okay, so where are we starting with? You want to start with New York?
Hell yeah.
All right, New York's top candy of choice is the Sour Patch Kid. Hot tamales in second, candy corn in third.
Yo, you see where the Butterfinger's at, right?
Yeah.
What's the two things to the left of those? They don't look very good.
Oh, those are like
Those are runts or something.
those look like Skittles on the left.
Oh shit! It might be Skittles. What?
Nah,
This?
oh no,
Yeah.
up top on the other Butterfinger one up top, like to the left of Michigan.
Oh, I see what you said. Hot tamales and the red things. Aren't those like the
Yeah.
red beans that they call them or something like that? Oh, well, we could.
Oh,
look at it.
these?
No, these.
Hot tamales.
Oh, so it's hot
Oh, they're
tamales.
both hot tamales.
What two weird ass fucking states? Anyway,
Yeah, word. That's a weird.
Sour Patch Kids. I mean, come on,
Because it's
that's
fucking
like
cold.
And Nevada too.
Look, I'm not even gonna lie. I don't like Sour Patch Kids, but that's like an S tier candy, right? Like,
Yeah,
Yeah.
everyone agrees.
Like it's not even that I don't like them; they're just not my number one.
Bobby,
choice,
I
but-
brought a whole bag, like close to a $7 bag.
Joey,
There's still more in
You
there.
bring that like twice a month to my house. Like it's not even. You always bring them,
Bro.
but like yes, they're an S tier candy. I can't even fight with that.
How do you feel
wait,
about
who else picked it?
Butterfinger?
Nebraska.
Yo, Nebraska, you're cool.
We fuck with Nebraska.
Shout outs to
they
Nebraska.
had number 2 saltwater taffy. That's interesting. I don't know what they made
Oh,
it.
Sour
out
Patch
of.
Kids
also
also
kinda
in
weird.
Maine. Look at that. Let's see what's going on in Cali. Cali's a Reese's state, which by the way is the most popular candy in the United States. I thought that was interesting.
Reese's Puffs.
Kinda makes
Reese's
sense,
Puffs.
Peanut butter chocolate.
Man, California's basic
flavor.
as shit. Reese's Cups, M&M's, Skittles.
That's basic.
It's pretty basic.
That's pretty basic, Cali.
It's not bad. It's basic.
It's not bad. Yeah, it's weird.
M&M's in Oregon. We got the Tootsie Pop in Washington.
Nice.
This
I'm
is
not-
a weird.
Yeah, right.
like-
If I'm not mistaken, I think Jersey was also Tootsie or something like that. Yeah, Jersey's also Tootsie Pop.
Yo, Taffy's mad.
It's like
And then
full
there's that
of-
all. Was that Tennessee also?
Tennessee Tootsie Pops.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, right here, Tennessee. Look at that.
And Alaska Sour Patch. I didn't even see
This
that. At
is
the bottom.
interesting. Look at this. In Arizona, it's the Hershey Kiss. I feel
Not
like
the
that.
Hershey bar.
Yeah, I feel like the Kiss is usually synonymous with Christmas almost, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
The
then
red-
right
the
above
red and
it,
gr- red
in
and green ones.
Colorado, we got another Hershey Kiss state.
Maybe they just
Number 2
associated with, like,
Twix.
such a shiny.
Yo, Twixes are good, bro.
I might
Twixes are good.
look. I might be wrong by saying this, and I know we've got some Hershey fans here at the table, right? And I know Hershey bars are good, but I think the Kiss is the best variety of the Hershey
It is.
chocolate.
I think you might be right.
They're just, you could open one up, you could
Bite
just
size.
eat it, you know what I mean? I
It's
think
bite
that's-
size.
They're good,
But
they're not. There's no gimmick, so that's like a solid
If
A
you
tier
buy-
candy.
And you don't know what flavor it is unless you read the little wrapper.
Who gives a shit, you know?
Nah, sometimes
Gives a
Green
sometimes,
either way.
sometimes
You
you get like a
read before
caramel
you
filled
eat
one, and
things?
you're like, oh shit.
Get a load of this guy. He reads before he eats things. You just eat them
Yeah.
and then see if it tastes good or not.
Bro, you never gotten like
Wisconsin's
a
is the-
surprise one, like a mint chocolate one, and you're like, oh.
What are your thoughts on the Butterfinger?
Sometimes I'm in the mood for them, to be honest.
I don't like peanut butter, so
They're
I'm
alright.
out of that.
So, the Butterfinger used to be good, and now they're kind of ass. And I thought that was just kind of like, me being like, when I was younger, they were better. I found out that as of like 5-6 years ago, they were actually bought by the company that owns Ferrero Rocher, and they actually changed like the chocolate that's used in the bar, and that's why it doesn't taste the same. It used to be owned by Nestle, but now it's owned by Rocher or Ferrero, whatever it's called.
Yeah, the company.
Isn't that
owns it.
better?
Yeah,
It's-
isn't there chocolate
In
more
theory.
like-
In theory, but the taste isn't the same.
that sucks.
The old school Butterfinger taste is like classic.
The Simpsons were like iconic for Butterfinger ads too.
I feel like they were that in Burger King, right? There was a lot of Burger King Simpsons.
The Sims, like Bart Simpson was always like, nobody laying their finger in my bedroom. Yeah. Exactly like that.
Yo, but the sleeper chocolate king is Twix, right?
Yeah, I agree.
But left Twix or right Twix?
Left.
The right Twix.
There isn't a difference, right?
No, there is a difference.
Is there actually a difference?
Yeah, one of them is actually coated with a little bit of salt than the left one.
I'll just wait for you to break, motherfucker.
Yeah, that was a lie. Yeah. That was such a lie.
It was a good one. You really tried. You didn't break that smile. I would have been like, oh, shit, look at that. I got to go buy a Twix right now and test it. Okay, let's just be smart. Where the fuck does Hot Tamales land? That shit is like F tier.
It's pretty low. I remember trying them as a kid and being like, this is like a alcoholic fireball.
Why would I want to eat this?
Cinnamon candy.
I mean, as a kid, you were like, this tastes like a fireball?
Yeah.
As a kid, I didn't.
Wait, like a fireball or like the candy fireball?
No, it just tastes bad.
Those are like cinnamon Mike and Ike's, right? Basically.
What?
Cinnamon Mike and Ike's.
Yes, cinnamon
Mike and Ike's were good. Like
Mike
the sour ones.
Are good.
Those are good.
Check out last year when I just brought a bunch of Mike and Ike's sour.
Connecticut is the Almond Joy. What the?
You're
fuck?
Weird.
You are weird, Connecticut. Let's check out. Oh, look, Hawaii. Alaska is the Sour Patch.
Yeah, I
Kids
said
too.
that.
What about Hawaii?
With Alaska too.
Hershey mini bars. That's interesting.
Those are good.
Those are pretty good.
Those are good.
My mom buys a lot of those for Halloween.
It's kind of interesting.
New Mexico is the same too. Starburst in Texas. Look at that. Biggest state representing Starburst. What is Starburst full? Those are a pretty popular one, but I don't think they're S tier exactly.
I'd put them in B.
I put them in like a high B, maybe A.
Yeah, I could put them in A, but high B. I'm with you on that one. I feel like that's fair.
They're A for me.
Are Skittles S or A?
S.
A.
I feel like they're low S, high A.
S for me.
I think berry and tropical are S.
But I know that they're S
berry
for
and
Jerry,
tropical are
berry
they're
and
S
tropical
for Jerry.
are S.
Jerry, I remember in high school, Jerry would eat OD Skittles.
Weird. That was Jerry's shit. Fucking, I'm also looking. I saw them. Oh yeah, here we go. The Jolly Rancher. Okay, S tier candy right there. You cannot tell me otherwise.
I like Jolly Ranchers.
Jolly Ranchers are great.
They're
I don't like
sweet.
the cherry ones preferably, but regardless,
I'll take any of them. They're really good.
You could enjoy it for however long a Jolly Rancher tastes, as long as you're not a crazy person and you bite directly into it.
Like that video we saw. That.
Tell me how many Jolly Ranchers, right?
Did we find out if that's Skittles?
Oh yeah, I think it is.
I think we just did.
Yeah.
They also kind of look, in my head, I was going to be like, they could also be sour Skittles, as if that makes a big difference. The Lemon Head in Louisiana.
Oh, those are good.
Lemon Heads are pretty good.
I don't think I ever had one.
Lemon Heads are good, actually.
I put them in like a B, maybe like a C.
I'd never had them.
They have chewy ones
it's my
now.
goal.
They have like other flavors too. I remember seeing them and being like, what?
They had cherry.
Orange Head?
Yeah. But the like Apple Head, but
Purple.
the Lemon Head is
There
definitely
was a
Grape
quarter
Head.
and there was like a little box.
Purple Head.
Milky Way in Missouri. I don't fuck with chocolate that much. I don't really like the Milky Way too much.
I don't like Milky Way. Milky Way Dark slaps because they use vanilla nougat instead of chocolate nougat.
Also,
Yeah.
just in
That
case
sounds good.
Just in case we have never disclosed it on the podcast, Joey is 100% the chocolate guy. He will always be the chocolate
word.
guy.
Chocolate. Yo, you know what we haven't seen on this list yet that I'm surprised? We haven't seen the nerds at all.
Nerds rope.
Look.
We haven't seen any.
Look, first of all, I was going to say, if you're the guy who gives out nerds at your house for trick or treat, you're a legend. If you're the guy who's giving out nerds a rope at your house for Halloween, bro,
That house is fucking stacked.
that guy's
bro.
a saint. Like, that guy's going to be canonized by the fucking Christians. It's insane, bro. That's
that guy has a
that's
connect.
like rich
They used to
family
have like
fucking
mini
shit.
nerds rope that was like maybe like a finger long.
I remember
that. Those were lit.
There were
so
mini.
good.
Do you guys remember the Twizzlers that tasted different than the big Twizzlers?
Those suck.
Yeah, they were really bad,
I
right?
remember those.
They were like a fat mini
Yeah, they were like
Twizzler.
puffier too.
Yeah,
They weren't even like
they
the
were
same
different.
waxy
They were
kind
different.
of like they were chewy. Yeah,
Mhm.
they weren't good. Was not a fan of those.
Never really big.
Ever get the
been a big fan of
pretzels? Do
Twizzlers.
you guys ever get the bag
Oh,
of
the
Halloween
Halloween-shaped
pretzels?
pretzels?
Yeah.
And they'd be all smushed because all the candy went on top of it.
You guys
Am I
ever get
the
an
only
apple?
one that thinks
No.
that,
I
like,
think I've gotten an apple
I
once.
haven't ever gotten an apple.
I think I've gotten a candy apple once. It was like a full on candy.
No, I just got
apple.
an apple,
Nice.
like with the sticker on it and everything. I was like, sick.
I
That's
had
getting
one woman who
thrown
did
out.
change.
I've seen that before.
Where like
that's
they get like
weird.
$50 or whatever and just throw them
Oh.
down a tube. Or
I mean,
like
Joey knows the
quarters.
Jamaica Ave experience. You know, you just stop at Dunkin' Donuts, get a munchkin.
Where
All the
Yeah.
businesses give you some business related shit.
we got
you could,
fortune
you could like
cookies. We
legit.
got
Can
fortune
I,
cookies
can I go
at
get a
Chinese
fucking like a massage?
No, like you could go like you would go in H&R Block would be giving out like the kids pens and shit
yeah,
like
yeah,
that.
yeah.
Word, like you were getting free stuff from
Yeah,
every
from
like
every
even if they
business.
didn't have candy, it was like, oh here,
Get a
take the
garlic knot from the pizzeria.
Yeah, take a garlic knot from the pizzeria. Take this from this place.
Shit was like low-key lit. It was kind of fun.
I actually, low-key, that's become a tradition for me and Tatiana, especially since we have a dog now, that me and Tatiana get in Halloween costumes as well as our dog, and we walk up and down Jamaica Ave just to, like, admire, like, you know, trick-or-treaters doing that and, like, all the other costumes, like, other couples and parents and everyone in costume.
Sorry, I just, like, visualized Canela, like, willingly getting in a Halloween costume.
She
to, like,
actually does.
No, I mean, like, she gets it out herself. She puts it on. Like, all right, I'm ready.
All right, Canela, we're leaving. She just stands up on her hind legs and gets ready.
You see, it's funny.
Her first Halloween, she was a Ghostbuster. And even had like a little inflatable proton like pack and everything. And last year she was Freddy Krueger.
Yeah, I remember that too.
I don't know what she is this year. Tatiana hasn't really been saying anything.
Should make her a cat. That'd be crazy.
That'd be cute.
It'd be the ultimate Halloween costume.
The dog dressed as a cat.
And before we move on from the trick or treat discussion, is there a trick or treat candy that is not here that like definitely should be?
Like I said, the nerds thing that Jerry said.
Nerds rope.
Starburst.
Well, you know, like that's rare though. I feel like.
M&Ms.
I don't. I have a feeling like Idaho doesn't know what nerds.
I think
rope
it's just
is.
one.
Or they just never saw the mini one. Like they've never got
experienced
around.
that.
There's no like gobstoppers and stuff.
Is these mini M&Ms or regular M&Ms?
Yo, you remember those minis?
Mini M&Ms were amazing for some reason.
Yeah, they were better. I don't know why.
Use the tube, keep your joints fresh. It's a legend, man.
Literally, maybe that's why they discontinued it. M&M's was like, oh shit.
Nah, bro, those are lit.
Man,
I think
they
I
were
actually
good.
saw them recently, like in a bodega or something like that, and I was like, oh shit. I'm just not like a super M&M guy to the point where I'll
Yeah.
Also, what's this candy here? The one next to this guy. The fuck is it? Oh, it's a Tootsie Pop.
1, 2, 3.
That's the old fucking commercial. Jesus.
And then everyone laughed their ass off. Was there a guy that like laughed his ass off when he saw that commercial? And he was like 1, 2, 3,
Oh, here,
and then
look.
you heard a guy.
Check it out.
The top 10 for us.
These are America's candies as they're ranked: Reese's Cups, Skittles, M&M's, Starburst, Hot Tamales, and
Why?
fifth. That's ridiculous. Sour Patch Kids, Hershey Kisses, Snickers, Tootsie Pops, candy corn.
Has
I
to be a
refuse to
cultural
believe
thing.
hot tamales.
Also,
yeah.
can we just agree candy corn is like disgusting?
No, I like
I'm
it.
not a fan.
Candy corn's good.
I used to like it more.
Compared to the rest of the candy, it is ass. But like, it's not.
Yeah, it's candy.
I'll eat it.
Also, you know what I'm just realizing? It makes the list in all of the second and third places, but Kit Kat is not any state's first.
I feel like Kit Kat, Pobrecito, Kit Kat is like
tier.
everyone's side chick.
It's so good though.
Yeah.
But it's not number one.
Saltwater
It's
Taffy,
good, but it's
Saltwater
not number
Taffy gets
one.
Second in a lot of states. too.
Yeah,
It's kinda
Nebraska, it was number 2, I think.
Double bubble gum, that's a good one.
Yo,
You see that all the
was
time.
Double Bubble Gum the one with the polar bear?
No, that's the yellow one with the blue.
I hated
What's
getting
that?
double bubble on Halloween.
Why?
It sucks.
Because you can buy it at all. Yeah, double bubble.
It does
I like.
suck, but it's like
It's good for like literally
2 seconds.
Hubba Bubba.
literally
It was,
like
like,
20
hard,
seconds.
too.
Yeah.
Especially if it was like a cold
Remember
Halloween.
Bubblicious, the gum that had like the juice in it?
Yeah.
Oh, that was
But you only got like
awesome.
4 pieces though, in the like 5 maybe.
Did you
Yeah,
guys
you paid for like a big pack of gum and only got 4 pieces in the
Yeah,
wrap.
had to
Or
bite
how
that
about
shit
how
in
about
half.
Bubbaloo's?
Did you guys ever get Bubble Jug?
Oh, you've talked about
Yeah,
this.
it's like a jug of powder, and then you like eat the powder, and the powder forms into a gum in your mouth. Yeah, it's
That
insane.
sounds like a process for just candy.
But it was an awesome process.
I was
Yeah.
all about the red Bubbaloo's.
You ever had
man.
the 3-way push pop? It was like
Yeah,
Get a
push
threesome.
pop.
You remember?
Yeah.
Remember Juicy,
and it got stuck in
remember
the
Juicy
fucking
Drop
cap.
Pop?
Mm-hmm.
Juicy
You
drop.
the thing on it.
I never had Juicy Drop.
They have
Pop.
like a. They had
I
like
felt
a
like it was
sequel
too
Mad
many.
candy.
pops, bro. Ring pop, baby bottle.
Baby
Bro, they have a
bottle
sequel
pop.
to that.
Check it out. That's Bubble Jug.
Oh.
And that's like what it.
Oh.
That's like. Sorry, it's the remote.
Oh.
That's like what the powder is. And then
I remember seeing that and never having it because it
that
was
shit
weird.
Shit was fire. It was a vibe. Remember bubble tape? We could just sit here for
Bubble
hours.
Bubble
still
tape.
exists.
Talk about bubble
Just
gum.
sit here for hours and talk about
Were you
bubble
ever that kid that chewed gum in school and then took it out and put it under the desk?
gum. Nah, I never chewed
Nah.
gum.
I never did that.
I was never a gum kid, to be honest.
Me
More
It's
neither.
a
good kids
cum
sometimes.
kid.
Like sometimes you want like a sour apple freaking bubble tape. You know what I'm saying?
There was a sour apple bubble tape.
Yeah.
It was a
The
blue
green
one.
one.
I remember.
I remember the sour tape. I remember being a kid and eating sour tape, thinking that's how you eat gum.
This guy eats fucking tape. What a loser. All right, last thing I'm just gonna get into it. I'm just gonna jump into it.
You're gonna
Is it about
Dive
that
in.
green guy?
It's about a green guy.
Yeah.
Bobby's diving in.
All right, I'm taking off the afro for this one. It's about
Yeah.
to get serious.
My
here.
head is itchy.
Let's all take off our clothes.
This is
I'll
what we actually
put
look
it
like.
on for the end.
This serious
This is what we all look
conversation.
like.
Let's get serious for a minute.
Yeah.
So She-Hulk came out in its entirety.
And it's the best.
Infolito.
All right,
So-
look.
It's amazing.
I'm
Ever.
gonna TLDR this shit as hard as I possibly can. Some shit is gonna get spoiled. You've been warned. Here's the
Okay.
graphic for that shit. Yep.
Came
He
up.
actually kind of nailed the sound
Yeah.
that it makes pretty well. Regardless, let's jump into this. All right. She-Hulk has got to be. How do I phrase this correctly? One of the most poor received shows I have ever seen that does not deserve how poorly received it has become.
Yes.
Let me again, big preface. Do I think it is the best show ever made? Far from it. Do I think it is a horrible show? Absolutely not. Allow me to explain. First of all, I just feel like, you know what? I'm gonna save this for the end when I climax it and I bring it up to the main point. I think I'm just gonna stick. I'm gonna stick just to my quote unquote review of the show right now.
Okay, let me hear.
Right off the bat, it's presented as a legal show. It's presented as a slice of life comedy legal show. So you have to take it as that. Okay? Is the show funny? Very much so. There's a lot of shit that has literally made me laugh. A couple jokes that made me laugh out loud, and even a couple jokes thrown in there that like actually make me like watch it and then go back and be like, what the fuck? Like, what was that? And I like that a lot. Really well written, and honestly stays very true to the character of She-Hulk. She's very fourth wall breaking. And another thing that's important to note is that she's a quote-unquote low-stakes hero. Does that mean she sucks? No, it just means that she's not fighting fucking Thanos every issue that she's in. In fact, more often than not, She-Hulk is dealing with legal cases most of the time, right? Even then, the first thing that the actress Tatiana Maslany says as Jennifer Walters to the camera in the first fourth wall break of the series is that she's like, look, I'm a lawyer. This is not a superhero show. So anybody who like complains about that, I'm low-key like, bro, right there. Like it's how the show starts, right? To further that, I'm literally jumping from the first episode to the last episode here. I explained it a bit to Jerry. The last episode of She-Hulk was fucking weird, okay? Mm-hmm. Any of you guys ever heard of the term jumping the shark? It's from the old Happy Days. It's when they take that crazy left turn to try to spark the series, but in actuality, it's just a very weird decision that they made. So in She-Hulk, basically how the format of the show works is at the beginning and at the end of every episode, Jennifer Walters has some sort of fourth wall moment. So it's not to the point where it's like, it doesn't feel like always in your face. It doesn't feel that overplayed because it's just the beginning where she like sets up the show. And usually at the beginning, it's something, honestly, when she does it, it's like very TV show related. Like when she makes jokes, it's like, oh, did you think the season was going to end like this? Like stuff like that. But for the most part, it's not fully all because it's just a little quip at the beginning and a quip at the end until the last episode. So in the last episode of the show, there's a big climactic moment where fucking Tim Roth, he's in the movie, in the show, he plays Abomination, which was a character he played in the Incredible Hulk in fucking 2009 when Edward Norton was the Hulk.
I was about to say they brought him back.
They brought him back.
Of course
his whole thing in the show is that he's legitimately reformed, right? So he doesn't want to be a criminal anymore. He doesn't even want to be Abomination. He just wants to like live in a what's it called? Fucking like a sanctuary, like a retreat house. That's what it is. He turns into a yogi basically. So at the end of the series, she finds out that he's actually Abomination when he's not supposed to be. There's like a nerdy guy in the show who steals She-Hulk's blood, and she gets the Hulk's powers. And then Bruce Banner, who's been in space for the entire show, like breaks down from space practically, and he's like, I'm here to fight or whatever. And She-Hulk like literally stops the show, and she's like, what the fuck is happening? After she does that, it basically mimics as if you, the watcher, like left She-Hulk to go back to the Disney Plus menu, and then She-Hulk punches her way out of the She-Hulk panel on the Disney Plus menu and breaks into another show. Mm-hmm. So she breaks out of She-Hulk and breaks in. This is not a joke.
Into like a behind the scenes.
She breaks into Avengers Assembled, which is a behind the scenes kind of documentary show about how the shows are made. The reason she does that is so that she could be in California in the real universe and talk directly to She-Hulk's writers to tell her what the fuck is happening with the show. It goes to a scene where she then talks to the writers and they're like, no, you know, like every superhero show has to end this way. And she's like, no, this is like really stupid, da 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 da. And she's like, well, I want to talk to Kevin, insinuating that she wants to talk to Kevin Feige. And they're all like, no one talks to Kevin. And she's like, okay, I'm going. She goes to his office. His assistant makes her sign like a ridiculously long NDA.
Meta.
Yeah, super meta. And then when she finally breaks into the office and she gets into this room full of like TV screens that are all playing different scenes from all the Marvel movies and shows. And it from the fucking ceiling is like a Gladys type robot with a hat that is revealed to be Kevin. And Kevin stands for some like big robot thing. And he basically says that he's the AI who decides all the stories and endings for the Marvel shows and TV shows, right? And the movies. And she's basically explaining how like the ending for hers is bad. And she even makes a joke where she's like, I'm a lawyer. Will you allow me to present my case? And he's like, ha ha, go ahead. And she basically convinces him that like not every Marvel show and TV show has to end the exact same way, that they can be different, that they can have different stakes and this, that, and the other. So it's like a weird meta in your face, like directly to the fans. Like, listen, we're not always going to be fucking... It's like Endgame every single time when we make a fucking show,
this
right?
is very meta. It's like an ode to the fans.
So
like,
in that scene, she sits down with a Kevin robot, and she's basically like, no, Abomination should be reformed. Why is my cousin Bruce here? He wasn't even here for the whole show. Send him back. And she's like, the nerd the shouldn't have powers because he's not the villain, or the powers aren't the villain. The nerd is the villain. And he's like, okay, yeah. And he gets rid of it, and then he puts Jennifer back into the show. And then the show actually ends like, quote unquote, how it should have in the beginning without that joke thrown in there. But they threw it in there obviously to kind of like, you know, as a woke to basically not to make fun of, but kind of to make fun of, and to like, you know,
what's the next?
It's like Marvel saying,
plan?
Listen, we know what the fans keep asking for and we don't necessarily agree all the time. But regardless, show ends. I could get nitpicky with stuff that I don't like the CGI isn't always incredible. Like, you know, people were having problems with it when the trailer dropped. Don't get me wrong, there's definitely episodes. That being said, considering it is a comedy show, you don't really notice it that much because most of it is in comedy. And to further that, people had problems with like some of the cameos, like Wong and Emil, fucking Abomination, and then obviously the big one, Daredevil, which I'm gonna leave right. I'm just gonna say my last thing of review-wise about Daredevil. He's interesting. You guys haven't seen any of it, right? The new Daredevil.
No.
There's no.
Well, it's him, but it's like in the MCU now, so he's a little different.
So he's not like the Netflix one.
Yeah, it's so here's that you could make a case.
Is he more like campy? Like
he's a little. He is a more campy.
I'm gonna tell a joke now.
Exactly. Yeah. But to give it kind of some fairness, it is coherent with the storyline from Netflix. Yeah. So he's been Daredevil for like 11 years at this point.
So now he's just having fun with it.
Kind of.
Yeah.
It's less of making jokes and more so that he has like a whole sequence where like he does like Jennifer's first hero mission with him, and he's like, I got this. Like, I know how to do this. And they even do like a whole like hallway scene that's kind of like the original Netflix thing, and he's about to beat them all up, and she just breaks through the ceiling on like 10 guys, and she's like, what the fuck are you gonna do the stealth version for? Like, I'm She-Hulk. Like, you know what I mean? But the last thing I was gonna say is what I thought was interesting is they delve a little bit away from kind of like the in-camera like stunt work that was kind of cool about the Netflix show, and they give him more of like a superhero-y, like flowy kind of thing. But I like that because it's more like his comic book presence. Like, he's supposed to have the fucking balance of Spider-Man practically. Like, he's supposed to be parkouring over all this shit. So it is kind of cool to see him like flipping over things and all this stuff because it's true to that.
That's cool.
At the same time, just as a side thing, I read today that he's training with an MMA fighter for the series. So hopefully we'll get a good blend in the show. Like, it'll be both, you know, what he's used to and the new stuff.
That's so cool.
He's just going to guillotine choke.
And then the last thing I was going to say, you could make your own assumptions when you watch the show, but they actually ship Jennifer Walters and Daredevil. Like, they're together by the end of the show.
Yo.
And you can say what you want about it, but interestingly, interestingly it works. And I'm kind of mad I didn't see it coming. Because I knew that Daredevil was coming. Everybody did. It was in the fucking trailer, right? You're just like watching Frank now.
He's going like inch by inch. It's like maybe he dated She-Hulk, and the fact that you brought him this way, it killed him.
Fucking no. The last thing I was gonna say is that they ship She-Hulk and Daredevil together, and it ends with them. And you can say what you want about it, but I actually thought it worked well, and I was even a little upset that I didn't see it coming because literally the whole show is about how Jennifer is never seen as Jennifer. She's only seen as She-Hulk. Like, she only has the job that she has, and she only has the following that she has because she's She-Hulk. And it's shown a bunch of times in the show that as soon as she transforms back, like, there's even a really, like, you can make jokes about it, but watching it, even I was cut a little bit. There's like a scene where she goes on all these dates as She-Hulk, and she matches with all these guys, and all of them suck until she meets the last guy. And he's like this really cool dude, and he's like, you're so strong, ba-da-da-da. They go home, they sleep together, they have sex, and then the next morning when she makes him breakfast as Jennifer, he sees that he's Jennifer, and he's like, oh, I'm gonna go. And she's like, he leaves, and she's like, ah, shit. And even that moment, I was like, damn, that kind of fucking sucks, right? That this guy could be all over you 1 second, and then when you're the real you, they walk away. So this is like a problem that she's had in the series. So it makes sense. Oh, and the other thing is that all of the men that she dates are like, they never care about her job or what she does. So here comes Daredevil, who's a blind lawyer who can't even see what she looks like and knows her job because he does it. And they click immediately. And I'm like, why didn't I fucking put that together earlier?
Mad cute.
So it does work. It works.
And also, this brings back this amazing conversation in the chat we had that the innuendo of She-Hulk is almost like womanhood, because again, like, you put on all this makeup, you look fabulous for like the club, you go sleep with the person, when they see you the next morning, they're like, oh, you're not really.
Yeah, it's definitely
that.
like a way more extreme like analogy.
Of yes, yeah. She-Hulk is an analogy of like the problems.
So to wrap it all up, you can say what you want about the show, right?
I gotta watch it now.
I give it a solid 6.5 to 7 out of 10. I
fact
think
you
it's
told
very
me that, I wanna
watchable.
watch it.
Take it from me. I'd like to think that I'm actually a decent like
critic
voice when not just in terms of that. When it comes to comedy, I think I know what's funny and what's not. It is very funny. Like if I'm saying it's funny, it's you
take his word. It's Bobby approved.
Take my word. You're gonna laugh. If I tell you straight up, it's not funny. It's not worth your time. But it's worth it. I promise you. And honestly, to speak in, I'm usually the person like Jarenson was saying earlier, where he was basically like, I don't necessarily like when people start to put in like real world shit into shows, right? I'm kind of on that same boat. But honestly, with She-Hulk and even with the last couple of shows like Miss Marvel talking about partition era India and Islam, and Moon Knight talking about mental health disorders, especially like multiple personalities, I think it's a fucking cool way of doing it. It's a way that gets me to watch it.
It's important.
It gets me to understand it. And honestly, I watched She-Hulk and I can honestly say that it's going to sound funny. I learned a lot about how women live their lives on a day-to-day basis. And it really like opened my eyes. I'm not going to say it was fucking National Geographic, but it was a really good way of presenting
I know
it.
women now.
Right? So I'm going to give it a solid 7 out of 10, and I'm just going to end this whole conversation by saying that Marvel fans piss me the fuck off. And I don't know. I'm saying that as a Marvel fan.
It kind of just sounds like they're all mad that it's like not an action movie from a man's point of view.
That's what bothers me.
That's kind of what it sounds like.
I think it's also like I've seen a lot of comments more so the fact that they say quote unquote she's perfect. Like there's no growth in hero. She's just, I'm She-Hulk now. I have these powers now. I have these
two things. Now, first of all, I'm going to tackle that on. I've seen that argument so many times, and it pisses me the fuck off.
That's a bad argument.
When they're like, she's the worst written character. There's no character development. I'm like, first of all, everything I just explained about how nobody likes her is the real her.
Yeah, literally nobody likes her the whole
all
show.
of that shit, right?
Is developed.
Episode 7 of the entire series is her in therapy and with a group of men where she like she just basically opens herself up to a group of men that actually listen to her and tell her that she's better than it. And at the end of that episode, she goes back to being Jennifer and she's happy with it. It's like, that's fucking character development, bro. Like it's in a whole fucking episode.
In a whole episode.
And then the second thing that I was just going to say is what Dylan was saying about the whole action sequence of like being male perspective and stuff like that. This was something that I saw brought up a lot too in Falcon and Winter Soldier, which I think, if we're being fair, was also one of the lesser received shows. It's probably right down there with She-Hulk if you want to be honest, right? I would even say that episode was more boring than She-Hulk. The only real like plus side is that I feel like the Falcon and Winter Soldier adds a little bit more lore to the MCU overall.
Yeah.
But regardless, the one thing I heard from both of those shows is they were like, why do I want to watch? Well, the argument I heard for Falcon and Winter Soldier was, why do I want to watch these two fuck around in wherever they are when I could watch Thor fly around and fight aliens, or Doctor Strange travel the multiverse? And it's like, those aren't the only two characters in the fucking universe. So my thing is like, I get it. Like, yeah, as fans, I guess we expect more, but that shouldn't always mean that we're expecting the same thing.
Also, like, not to cut you off, Joey, I'm sorry, but I just want to say that a lot of like people who are big into like brands and big into like universes, it's not all about fan service. Mm-hmm. It's about making what you want to make.
And I'm sorry to say it, like, and I'm not trying to sound cliche. It's about making a good story.
Yeah,
it's
not about oh, I want to see Superman fight Elsa and Batman. Like, it doesn't. That's not how it works. It's people, whatever makes sense and whatever makes a good story.
And I'd argue there was a healthy amount of fan service in She-Hulk, a really healthy amount, not too much, not too little. But
I would say Marvel hasn't been making series for like years. Like, this is only its second year of making TV series, and people are like, why isn't it as good as the 8-year journey we have in cinema?
I don't get it. I just think Marvel fans are a little too what's the word? There's a word for it. We're just like spoiled.
Stupid.
We're spoiled, right? We have so much shit. We have like the longest running movie series of all time with like 25 movies, right? Yeah. But what people have to understand is that just like in the comics, those comics in the Marvel Universe weren't written by the same person or even the same team of people. In fact, like the X-Men are completely separate from the Avengers, who's completely separate from the Fantastic Four, was completely separate from Spider-Man. And yet they all work together to bring their heroes, who are all different with their own stories, into one universe. That's what they're trying to do
We're
with the fucking
running out
movies.
of heroes. We need to just expand. We're gonna, that guy.
And we're not running out of heroes. We're running out of the heroes people know. All right.
So that's the problem.
We're gonna have.
So next time,
Dr. Bong or whatever,
yeah,
bro.
Right?
We're gonna have him, bro. We're gonna have fucking
the flower.
You know what's crazy? Like 3 of those
power.
stupid fucking characters from that segment were in the Guardians of the Galaxy game.
The antidote or whatever.
Ruby Thursday is a She-Hulk villain.
Yeah, I know. Yeah,
like,
that's
how fucking
crazy.
funny is that? But regardless, those are my 2 cents. I give She-Hulk a 7 out of 10. I think you should check it out. It's pretty funny. It has a lot of charm. It's very cute. And Tatiana Maslany is a great actress. She holds up that show fantastically. Last thing I'm going to say, there's a recurring joke in the series. Wong is in it a bunch from the Doctor Strange movies, where he is best friends with like a drunk Fort Lauderdale white girl who like clubs all the time. And they're like best friends. She's like, Wongers, let's watch Sopranos. It is the dumbest joke, but it is my favorite joke.
Hysterical.
Every time she comes up, I get so excited because they're like, but he likes her. He's like literally like, okay, let's go. And she's like, Wongers, let's go watch The Sopranos. He's like, only if you do not spoil it. And he's like, I was so sad when Chris died. And he's like, ugh. He's just like, walking with her.
So dumb.
I love that joke.
What a dumb joke.
But I like that they
funny.
go that route. They don't. It's not everything's supposed to
funny.
be serious. But yes, those are my 5 cents. It's a little more than
18
2
cents. Bobby
Yeah,
gave
word.
his whole wallet up for this
His whole
segment.
wallet.
You guys ready for a spooky jam and yam?
Yay!
Hold on, let me get my wig back on.
I'm not.
I'm just gonna put my mask.
This shit is itchy as hell.
You don't have to see my face anymore.
Put on your Rasta wig.
Oh.
There you go.
To appropriate some culture.
Hey, I bought that on the way to the fucking Archbishop Malloy Freshman High Halloween dance at Ruby's. That was my costume. It was dreads.
For a dance?
For a dance.
At a private high school?
I was driving to the school and my dad was like, you don't have a costume. And I was like, okay. He's like, no, we're going to go to Ruby's and you get something. I think my dad picked the dreads. And he's like, here you go.
Yeah.
And now that you think about it, doesn't that sound exactly like my dad? My dad's like, these look cool. And I'm like,
The sickest, bro.
all right, y'all ready for this?
Yes.
Who wants to go?
I'll go first because
for it.
I always pick a Halloween themed song.
Mm-hmm.
At least I try to. So my song is Halloween But All Year by Foreign Forest. Very chill, very catchy. Has like a hyper pop beat midway through. Man, good.
Damn, my song is it's old. It's not related to Halloween.
Fuck.
It's Endless Fantasy by Anamanaguchi.
Let's
I was
go.
listening to it on the way here. I was like, damn, this song is kind of hype still.
That whole album, honestly, is just it's great. You want to go, Joy?
Yeah, I think the song I'm going to choose is the last song I heard while I was busy working, and I was like, damn, I had to like replay it again almost. It's Heaven Sent by Trophy Eyes.
I'm sorry, that's awesome, but I'm just like picturing like Jason Voorhees off work doing a podcast with his friends. Like he's not murdering teenagers at Camp Crystal Lake, and he's like, oh yeah, my jam of the week's going to be...
Yeah, my jam of the week is this.
It's like that scene from Family Guy where they interview him in front of the lake, and he's like,
Yeah.
there's been a lot of pollution lately. He just like stabs it.
Sorry about that,
But yeah. Nah, my jam of the week is going to be a song called The Last Huzzah. Sent Dylan this song today.
Fire.
It's a cool song that is technically by Mr. Muthafuckin eXquire, who's a dope-ass rapper. But I don't know if you ever go on Spotify, they only show you like the first name of the rapper who's on it on the main, like when you just like, go through your phone. And then when you actually open it, you see that it's like 10 fucking rappers on it.
Yeah.
And they're all great. So shout outs to Heems, Danny Brown, Cool AD. So it's a fire. It's more like a cypher.
And you know what makes that good too? Cool AD and Heems is That's Racist from back in the day. So that makes me very happy.
Super hype, yeah.
That makes me so happy.
And I mean, Danny Brown. Like,
yeah.
Danny Brown.
Danny Brown.
Is that everybody?
Charlie Brown.
We go for it, yeah.
Nice job. Well, happy early Halloween, folks. We hope you enjoyed a less smoky room. Look at that.
Yeah.
Now we can see each other.
Oh, nice.
Very nice.
Hopefully the
I
lighting
can
didn't
see
change all that much.
clearly now the
Just
smoke
this.
has gone.
The cameras actually looked better. Like my angle at least.
Uh-huh.
It got like
I
nicer.
can see all the shit that's on Bobby's head.
As always, thank you for watching The Joystick Show. It'd be helpful if you guys could like this episode of The Joystick Show. It's a special one, right? It's the Halloween episode.
Very important
You should
stuff.
definitely like it. You should also subscribe to Team Joystick. That's us. Get ready to watch a bunch more Halloween content. The month is technically not over. By the time you're watching this, it's the... Hold on, let me do the math. It's
27.
It's the 26th, I think.
Damn it.
But regardless, that means that there's like 5 more days of content to check out, and there will be. So check that out. Hope you guys enjoy it, and we also hope you guys have a safe Halloween, no matter how you're spending it. Even if you're indoors,
Check your candy.
buy some candy.
Make sure there's nothing in it.
So without further ado, from all of us here at Team Joystick, we bid you a fair. We bid you, what? Bid you adieu?
We bid you a merry Halloween to all.
We a doo-doo.
We bid $150. Yeah.